All right, so families are spending more time together with this stay-home order, giving parents the opportunity to have some important conversations with their kids.
And one of those is the drug talk. And Vicki Cavanaugh from TalkSooner.org joining us to explain how parents can use their online tools to get the conversation started. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you guys doing today?
Oh, doing great. Thank you so much for being here. We hope you are as well. So it sounds like, kids and teens, they really do want to have this important talk with their parents, but how do you kind of get this thing started?
I always say to start where your kids are. Ask them what's going on before school ended. Really say, what were you seeing in school? Or even take something that you've heard on the news, maybe something connecting smoking or vaping with being more susceptible to really getting the coronavirus in a very negative way, and really work from that point. Ask where they are.
Vicki, I have a couple of teenagers, so of course we have these kind of conversations, and one of the things that I always found is trying not to make it feel awkward. How can you help parents get past that awkwardness?
Sometimes I think we all feel awkward all the time anyway with our teenagers, but one thing that really helps is to arm yourself with the facts. If you go to the app or the website, the TalkSooner app or website, there are lots and lots of facts on trending drugs. We really try to update that whenever we find anything new, any new information coming out on any trend. And that way you can go in really armed with the facts, so then you can become their trusted source of information.
And probably one of the things is that you don't want to wait too long to have the talk. So how can you talk about drugs with your kids, in early ages as well?
You really want to think about their development and where they are age-wise. Like, you wouldn't talk to a 3-year-old the same way you would talk to a 12-year-old. With younger kids, you want to stress feeling good and making healthy choices and what your body feels like when it's doing something good. As they get older, again, ask them questions and kind of meet them where they are, really feel out what they know. If they bring up, like maybe they talked about something in science, and you could bring up, well, how the body reacts with dopamine, things like that. Really meet them where they are, ask them the questions so they can lead the discussion.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you this. What's the biggest myth about teen drug use that parents kind of fall into?
Well, first of all, I think the biggest myth that we have about our kids is that they don't want to talk to us, when actually they want to know what we're thinking, they want to know what we're feeling. They might have even want to know what our experiences were growing up. We did a PSA campaign a few years ago called Just Talk to Me. We did a focus group, and the kids said they wanted their parents to just talk to them. So I think, knowing that, and knowing that really, even when you think they're not listening to you, they are listening to you, and use that as your starting.
All right, very encouraging to hear. And again, it's TalkSooner.org. Thank you so much for being here, Vicki.